Knock, knock. You doing okay there, pal? Mind if I take a seat? We've got quite a bit to talk about. This chair, man. You been sitting on this? I mean, beggars can't be choosers, am I right? So, how have things been going for you? You look like shit. Not gonna lie, you look like shit. Got blood all over your clothes, but I get it, you know, it's been a rough ride when you joined our team. Case, you don't remember me, it's been a couple of months since we last spoke. Sorry, I've been busy. Negan has been giving me many other newbies to train, so here I am in this predicament of no time to socialize. But yeah, we first met. When we first met, I was introduced to you, and I gave you a bunch of supplies. You may remember that. You may be running low on those supplies by this point, and we'll get to that. But yes, I am Negan's assistant, and I'm back again. I've got some more supplies for you, but that's not the reason I'm here. You see, here is the issue, and I've been doing my best to kind of keep Negan cool, kind of, put in a good word for you, because I'm a nice guy, alright? I'm a nice guy. Negan, not so much, not so much a nice guy, but he can be reasoned with, and thus I've been trying to help you. But it's difficult when you aren't really doing a good job. You see, let me tell you a secret. Negan really likes your tenacity. He likes your tenacity. The problem is, your productivity is shit. Are you British? The British would say your product is shite. That's basically what I'm getting at. Your production quality, your combat. You're really good at scavenging resources. I will give you that, and he's very impressed by that. But you're not that good at killing walkers. Or would you prefer me to call them zombies? Whatever your people from your neck of the woods call them, you're not good at killing them. We've been getting a lot of reports and intel that you're having a hard time killing these guys in one shot, and it's a little bit of a problem. It's a little bit of a problem because you see, well, you may have heard through the grapevine that things are escalating a little bit, let's just say. Negan is about to get into a huge war with Rick and his group. You've met them before, I assume. You've probably collected... you have. Right. Exactly. He's the guy he has a kid with and, the thing, and that was the whole thing, and yeah, you know them. You've already met, and, they're not as, submissive as they were when you met them anymore. It would seem that maybe you guys have just been taking too much of their food supply, but to me it seems like they might have been eating, one too many paint chips, if you ask me, because now, for some ungodly reason that I cannot quite frankly understand, they have gotten the courage or the stupidity, whichever one you wanna call it, to fight back, and now they're rallying their men, and they're getting ready to launch a full-scale attack against us. They've got a lot of people on their side. They got a guy with a tiger. You may know him, King Ezekiel. Calls himself a king. He's not a king, uses a fake accent, for God's sake, but he's got all those people behind him, rallying behind him, and they are going to launch a full-scale attack, and we just cannot afford any weaknesses, any cracks in the cement, if you catch what I'm saying. What I'm saying is you're not very good at fighting, and we can't have that. We need everybody to be sharp, everybody to be on point, and to understand how to fight, how to kill. Don't feel sorry for them. That's the most important thing, because I've been hearing a lot of people tell me shit that you're a little bit scared of hurting other people. You can't be like that. Not against these guys. They will kill you without batting an eyelash. And that much I promise you. So, I'm going to help you learn how to fight. We're going to go over different methods, handguns, different weapons that you might pick up from the enemies, because they have quite an array. And we're going to go over that, and I'm going to give you some intel on the people that we will be fighting. Well, there's not that many to pay attention to. They're all kind of a bunch of nobodies. You just have a few people to look out for. You got Rick. Obviously, he's the leader. You've met him. Be careful of him. He's a good shot. He's a good leader. And he will definitely be a handful. So be careful. If you find yourself in the line of fire, keep zigzagging, because he's a good shot and he'll get you really easily. You got Michonne. Now, Michonne, do not engage in physical combat. You ever saw her badass ninja sword? Whew. Oh my god. That thing is a work of art. I'll tell you, watching her cut people up, it's like a dance. You know, it's like art. Sometimes you wanna sit back and you wanna watch her do it. You know, she does it with such precision and such accuracy that you just want to sit back and appreciate it. And I would, if it wasn't for the fact that I'm on her kill list, then she would come for me next. So I don't really have any time to appreciate that sort of thing. So it doesn't really work. But don't want to engage her in physical combat. You will die. You're not ready for that. If you can, shoot her on sight. Don't let her get within 6 feet of you, because unless you want your head rolling around on the ground, do not. And then, of course, then you got Daryl. Daryl's the guy with the crossbow. Also, really good shot. The only thing I could say for Daryl is when he shoots at you with the crossbow, dodge it. That's all I can say, because he's only got one, right? I've seen it. He shoots, he runs, picks it back up. So once he shoots it at you, he's really got, unless he has ammo. If he has ammo, then you're fucked. But if he doesn't, then pick the crossbow up or the arrow once he's done shooting and snap that shit in half and laugh in his face. Because that's what we're gonna do after we kill these motherfuckers. Sorry, got a little excited there. Anyway, those are the 3 primary people that you need to worry about. Everybody else, I don't really view them as too much of a threat. When together, obviously, it will be difficult, but those are the 3 key figures you need to watch out for. Of course, there's Rick's kid, Carl, but he's a kid. Don't worry about it too much. And he's got one eye, so how deadly can he be, right? Anyway, so we will go through that. I will teach you how to fight. But before that, we need you to be properly fed. We need you to have nutrients in your body. We can't have you starving, hungry, or weak, or any of those things. So I've brought you a variety of supplies. Variety of canned foods and things of that nature that you can snack on, eat, have for dinner, whatever you want to do, really. Warm it up, eat it cold, I don't really care, but I brought it, so let me just get my bag real quick. So I've got a whole bag of stuff, and you will be pleased to know that I have quite a bit of goodies for you, my friend. You will be eating like a king tonight. Trust me, the shit you were eating before is gonna look like crap in comparison, so let's get started. I'm excited for the show and tell. So we got, this is one of my personal favorites, Progresso tomato basil soup. This is, speaks for itself. 2 servings, it's got a lot of sodium. That's the one thing I don't like about it, but, post-apocalyptic world, zombies, people dying, lack of resources, so you never know when the next time you're going to eat it, so I would say stock up on this as much as possible. It's got 2 servings per container, 150 calories, so that makes 300, right? Because 150 times 2 is 300, 150 plus 150. right? Math, yes. We still know it, right? We still remember math. Sometimes I feel like we were just barbarians, you know? A little bit of a throwback to humanity is always a nice thing to remember. You know, math. It was never my favorite, but yeah, tomato basil soup. You put this in, heat it up. It heats up in like a minute. It's great. It's delicious. So trust me, you'll enjoy it. I got you some bumblebee crab meat. It's it's very low in fat and carbs, so if you're watching your figure, then this is a good food to eat. There's a free recipe on the back of the label. I doubt that you'll be able to utilize it, but if you're curious, you can check that out and see. It's crab meat, water, sugar, salt, citric acid, sodium, acid phosphorate to maintain flavor and firmness, calcium, the sodium, EDA. Yeah, it's not as good as fresh crab, but it's pretty darn close. Listen, buddy. Where are you gonna get fresh crab in a world where civilization is dead as we know it and we're filled with zombies and walkers everywhere? We're not gonna find it. Fresh fish is an urban legend at this point, if you ask me. So canned fish is the best we can do, quite frankly, which brings me to BAM! Wild Planet. This is wild sardines in extra virgin olive oil, lightly smoked, because sometimes you gotta have yourself a little bit of extra smoky flavor. And hey, it's scale-free, sustainably caught in the North Pacific. So hey, you're getting your cruelty-free foods even in this world where there is no such thing as cruelty anymore. So not bad if you ask me. Wildly good for the planet. Of course, we care about that. Wildly good for you. Of course, we want that as well. And wildly good taste, so you're getting the fucking trifecta. Let's see what these good folks have to say at Wild Planet. We pack North Pacific sardines of superior freshness. The fish have a firm, meaty texture and rich, mild flavor. Enjoy this healthy and versatile fish anytime, preferably before we fight Negan, but anytime. And my mouth, I don't know about you, but my mouth is beginning to water a little bit. This is just... Alright, I got you some Wild Oscar sardines in extra virgin olive oil with hot jalapeno peppers. Alright? Because I wanted to get you a little bit of diversity. Negan just wanted to give you the same can of fish. 15 cans of the same kind of fish. And I was just like, come on, Neeks. I call him Neeks. Like, come on, Neeks. You gotta just lay off him a little bit. Have a little compassion, So, contains 1,900 milligrams of omega-3 fatty acids per serving, which are very important. Premium quality King Oscar bristling sardines have always been wild caught, lightly wood smoked, and hand packed for generations. Not anymore. And a Norwegian tradition since 1902. I don't know what the situation is in Norway, but it ain't a tradition anymore. This is probably one of the last. You okay there? Yeah, I bet you are. I mean, when was the last time you ate? Yeah. Well, I suppose I probably should hurry it up a little bit and stop taking my fucking time. I apologize. But, yeah, this is King Oscar. I'll move on. You don't have a lot of space here, do you? Alright, now we've got the Rugenfisch. Don't really know how to pronounce this. Mackerel fillets. Now, these are one of my personal favorites. They're mackerel fillets in tomato sauce. Just drench it in tomato sauce. It's delicious, quite frankly. I know. Yeah, well, listen. Fish is a very nutritious meat to eat. It's very nutritious. We don't have a lot of chicken or beef or any of that crap, so we gotta get you canned fish. And fresh fish is hard to come by, so I wouldn't be picky if I were you. I'm just saying. Remember what I gave you last time? It wasn't very impressive. I gave you half a bottle of vodka, so that's not very helpful. And no, we don't have any more vodka. This also, of course, provides omega-3 fatty acids. It's got 19 grams of fat per serving, so you're really getting well over 30 grams of fat, which you need. Store up on your grams of fat. Alright. Now, this is the last can of fish, I promise. Just Brunswick sardine fillets in olive oil. Now, Negan originally wanted to just send me over here with 15 packages of these, and as I've mentioned, I convinced him otherwise, so you are welcome. Now this is, if you want something a little more simple, less gimmicky, this is a good go-to. Just some olive oil. It's good. It gets the job done. It's healthy. It's got the fat. It's got the nutrition, the omega-3 fatty acids, obviously. Serving suggestions. They even give you suggestions just in case you're too dumb to figure it out. Delicious on crackers, bread toast, sandwich wraps, or straight from the can. Add to your next open-faced broiled cheese sandwich. I don't know about all that. Sardines and cheese sounds kind of gross to me, but hey, I would at least try it. But we don't have any of those things, so it doesn't really matter. Unlike the previous package, they don't really give you any sort of biography. For recipes, write to the above or visit us at bumblebee.com. It's too bad there's no more internet. Bumblebee.com. Yeah, there ain't no such thing as any .com anymore. Alright, let's move on to something else. Bush's country style baked beans. Oh yeah. Now we're in business. Thick and rich. Now I've had these before, and they're so good. They have a very nice barbecue flavor to it. Very, about 3.5 servings. Yeah. 170 calories per serving. Yeah, you will be getting your nutrition. Trust me. You better not be lacking in the muscle department next time we venture out for intel or reconnaissance and ultimately to battle Rick. And they've got a nice little blurb on the back here. Let me read it for you, because that eye you got there is looking a little swollen right now. Dear friends, me and you, our company, which was founded in 1908 by my great-grandfather, A.J. Bush, is proud to bring you this quality product. Our baked beans are made from a secret family recipe that's been passed down and closely guarded by generations of the Bush family. Bush's baked beans are slow cooked, using only the finest ingredients and the greatest of care, so that you can taste our secret family recipe in every bean. To us, that's more than a slogan. It's a promise to bring the flavor of our family's table to yours every time. Because, you know, if you're having a family dinner, it's not a family dinner without Bush's baked beans, am I right? I mean, come on, who doesn't eat canned beans for family dinners? So what the hell is their secret family recipe anyway? Oh, they got the ingredients down here. White beans, water, brown sugar, sugar-modified cornstarch, salt, bacon. Is there bacon in this? I don't say anything. I guess there's bacon in here for some reason. Win-win, I guess. Mustard, natural pork flavor, which is pork stock and all this other crap. Onion powder, caramel color. I don't know what that means exactly. Spices, garlic powder, and natural flavor. Don't know what that means either. But, yeah. It's 98% fat-free and rich in fiber, so, eat up, my friend. Eat up. Alright. I think you know what's next. It's more beans. You got yourself some Goya red kidney beans. Yep, these are a little more boring than everything else I've showed you. But, you warm them up. You warm them up, eat them out of the can, whatever you want to do, gets the job done. Makes for easy but nutritious meal. It makes for an easy and nutritious meal. Yes, it does. That is a tongue twister if I ever saw one. In a past life, prior to the beginning of the so-called apocalypse, I had a significant other. And, this significant other, her family was Puerto Rican and Cuban, and they eat a lot of beans. And these were a staple in their household, so I became very familiar with them. Before everything went to shit, of course. I haven't seen any of them since then. I doubt that they're alive, to be honest, but yeah, this is some kind of a throwback to that simpler time, you just go into the cupboard, grab a can of baked beans or red kidney beans, and you make some rice, put it over the rice with some steak on the side. Oh man, I really miss steak. I haven't had a nice fresh steak in a while. I tell you, I swear to God, Negan has cows like cooped up somewhere, because sometimes I walk into his place, into his office, and I can just smell steak, like he's just hiding it. But I don't think he would feel the need to do that. He's pretty fearless. I don't think he would give a shit if he's eating steak and nobody else is. So there's that. Yeah, and I have one more thing for you, and this is more of a nutritional thing. And based on the theme of today, you can probably guess where I'm going with this. Here we go. We've got fish oil. Oh, yeah, fish oil. You take one of these a day, you get 1,200 milligrams of omega-3. May reduce risk of coronary heart disease as well. This is very important to keep you energized and fuel efficient, okay? It's very important that you take one of these a day. If you don't, we're going to have a problem. Not for me. I wouldn't hurt a fly, trust me. But Negan, he would hurt many flies, including you. So you don't really want to piss him off. I'm just telling you that much, okay? I'm on your side. I'm on his side as well, but I'm looking out for you. I know both of you very well. I think I know you well. I don't know. You tell me. Yeah. No, wait a minute. I'm sorry. I got a little ahead of myself there. I actually have 2 more things. Some aspirin. Self-standard, the wonder drug, whatever. Yeah, take one of these if you're feeling like shit, which you clearly are right now. But more important thing is, and this was not planned. I may have snuck it out. You're welcome. And don't tell anybody I did this, because then Negan's gonna take that thing and brand me. I don't want that to happen. So, Pop-Tarts. I got you something sweet. Some dessert, so that you can feel like a person again. You know what I mean? Because, quite frankly, I don't know about you, but it feels like we've forgotten how to enjoy the simple pleasures in life. The Pop-Tarts of the world, ice cream, chocolate, things that we eat that aren't necessarily useful in terms of, giving us energy and giving us stamina and fueling our bodies, but are just the little pleasures in life that make life that much sweeter in that moment. And I feel like we've lost sight of that with all these freaks running around. So I think this is just a nice little way to go back to that, just to feel like that again before this all went to shit, before we all turned into fucking barbarians. So it's strawberry flavored. I hope that's alright. It's personally my favorite. Tell you, back in the day, I used to love waking up in the morning before school. My mom would make me some Pop-Tarts with some milk, put it in a toaster. It would come out nice and warm and gooey, and it was just delicious. It was a simpler time back then, before all of this went to crap, and we had to, revert to such a primal state when we were able to enjoy the simple pleasures in life, and barbecues and parties and pool parties and delicious food. Nowadays we eat out of a can, food that's, not very good, and we eat for the purpose of why we're programmed to eat, to survive. Where, if we really think about it, we've reverted back to our most natural of states. We kill, we sleep, we eat, we fuck. That's all we do, basically. And all of those things have really, really lost their luster in this kind of environment as well. It's not as good as, I guess it's because we've all been conditioned. No matter how hard we try, a piece of us will always belong to the old world. It'll always belong to the pre-apocalyptic world, and that'll never change. It's just part of our programming. You know, we grew up like that. We were raised that way, and yeah, we've adapted. And yeah, we can kill. We can revert back to our most savage state possible, but we'll always have a little piece of us that remembers what it was like before. This next generation, however many there are, they won't be like that. I'm a little bit afraid to see what they're going to turn out like, because it's going to be very interesting to see what people are like when this is all they've ever known. They're going to be the very first generation, and I am, quite frankly, a little scared to see. Are we just going to have a bunch of Negans running around? Yeah. Don't tell them I said that. Yeah. I do what I have to survive. If the mean is kissing the ring of Negan, then that's what I'm going to do. Doesn't mean I'm happy about it. Doesn't mean I agree with everything that he does. Sometimes, the best possible outcome, the outcome that leads to the most lives being saved, is not necessarily led by the nicest or kindest of people, the most good-hearted. Sometimes you need someone like Negan to take charge and really set the sail in motion. You need a conqueror, a crusader, who will chop people's heads off without batting an eyelash in order to create a better world in the future. Sometimes blood must be spilt, and there's just no other way around it. That's how I feel, and that's why I'm Team Negan. Rick is weak. Rick is weak. His group, they're weak because they have this kind of compassion. And I can see it's been eroding slowly, but they're light years behind us in terms of how we've evolved compared to them. Because you think we're evil, but we understand something that they don't, and that is, it's kill or be killed in this world. If you want to set up a society where people are in line, you have to have a system, and that's what Negan has. He's built an entire syndicate, a supply chain, supply and demand, exchanging of goods and resources. We're becoming human again. The only difference is we use our own sort of police enforcing to get the job done and to make it happen and to ensure that it's a well-oiled machine, and that can't be avoided because people will resist. They will fight back until you break their will in half and you show them that this is the only way that's going to work. So, I'm running late. I apologize for my long-winded existential speech. You don't really need to sit here and listen to that. You could have told me to stop at any time. Yeah, I'm sure you feel the same way. I mean, as I've said, Negan wants you on board. Yeah, he hit you in the face with his bat. Almost killed you, but that was before. This is now. This is how it is. So, here's your Pop-Tart. Enjoy it, please. Don't eat it all in one day. Take it slow and cherish it. I gotta go. I got I think 5 other newbies I have to talk to and go over the lay of the land. I work more than I have in these past couple of months, especially with Rick and everything. It feels like this is the playoffs, or the World Series. There's just more work to be done. So I'm gonna head out. Enjoy your food. If you need anything, you know where to find me. All right. Cool. Yeah. And listen, a lot of guys here don't have your back. But I do. So just remember that. I know I'm a little bit eccentric, a little weird. I'm a little kooky and crazy. But at the end of the day, if you don't stab me in the back, I got your back. All right. But if you screw me, then that's a different story. So as long as me and you are on the same page, I got you. I'm Negan's right-hand man. So if you're in with me, you're in with him. All right. Good. Well, this has been a very productive meeting. I think we will meet tomorrow early, 6 a.m. early rise and shine, and we will begin our training. So be prepared for that. Make sure you're sufficiently fueled and ready. Okay? Good. All right. So I'm going to head out, and I'll see you. All right, buddy? Enjoy your night.